What's up guys, how's it going? Welcome back to yet another video, and this one is a really fun one because it's about something that I'm actually extremely passionate about, that I do kind of allude to in a lot of my work and a lot of things I've discussed before, but it's not anything that I've blatantly outright talked about until today. So the other day I released a little bit of a short film based around the art and the joy of writing, and that's having to do with notebooks and pens and journaling and note-taking and all the stuff that comes with stationery and all the fun aspects about it, because it's something that I am actually obsessed about. Now, this is something that has come extremely in handy as a creator because it allows me to get my ideas out of my head and onto paper as something tangible that I can always reference later at a different time if I need to come back to or do a to-do list or a task list. And it's become a bit of a problem. So the notebook that was kind of the feature of that short film was this vintage edition field notes notebook, and I love this to death. I love field notes notebooks in general, but this edition, the vintage edition, which is limited, is my favorite thus far, with one problem with it, but it's still my favorite notebook that they've ever put out because it's got a vintage style to it. I like the red and gold. The texture of the front paper is very different, and the paper on the inside is an off-white. I get turned off by the super bleached white paper, and this is just like an ivory color, and that makes my brain so much more satisfied when I write in this thing and take notes, because it's not just a pure white paper. I know that sounds maybe weird, but it's just kind of my personal preference. So in that short film, you did see me start writing the first entry in this vintage field notes notebook, basically outlining the idea that choosing the purpose for a notebook is very difficult because I am the type of person who loves to buy cool notebooks. I have a very specific taste, but my problem is I don't always fill them all out. I have tons of notebooks over on my bookshelf that have absolutely nothing written in them because I thought it was a cool notebook. I wanted to have it just in case I found a purpose for it, and I have yet to do so for many of my notebooks. And even when it comes to popping open a fresh, nice smelling, crisp new notebook, I find difficulty in finding a purpose for it because I can't just do anything and everything with the notebook. I have to have a specific intended purpose for each notebook. This can't be a journal and notes and sketches and content ideas. It has to have its own individual job. And that's part of why I say I have a bit of a problem, because this is not the first field notes I've ever gotten. I've gotten their usual original like brown craft paper field notes, which are probably my least favorite. Second to that, I've got the stealth black field notes notebooks. I love these as well because duh, it's black, it's stealthy, but you know, it's got the bleach white paper and I'm not the hugest fan of that, but hey, the black aesthetic, it's stealthy, it's field notes, their paper quality is top notch, and I love them to death. But I've got all kinds of other notebooks as well. Like, these are just a few to show you the variety of notebooks that I have. I have like field notes, different kinds of field notes. I've got like a journalist, like vertical style notebook here from Moleskine, I think. I've got a Lloydstrom for most of my creative notes and ideas. I've also got this super cool like leather notebook that I got for Christmas many, many years ago, and I believe it's from Barnes & Noble, but it's this really cool like full leather, thick notebook that has the off-white colored paper, and I have yet to write a single thing in this despite having it for probably 10 years or so, but I need to find a good enough purpose to write in this thing because I don't want to desecrate the coolness of what this notebook is with a stupid and dumb purpose. And that's how I end up with so many notebooks, but the art of writing and note-taking and just taking pen and ink to paper is something that my brain has loved for a very long time. And coming with the notebooks also comes your writing utensils, and that, as featured in the short film, you can see in my really terrible storage system, I have a ton of different writing utensils, and I recently got a little leather pouch here that actually arrived today to hold some of my current in-roster note-taking utensils for all of the notebooks I've been talking about today. So this cool little pouch, you just kind of flip it up and look at that. I've got 4 different utensils in here. It's made for 3, but I was able to fit 4. I've got a fountain pen in here. I've got a special kind of pencil. I've got a Parker Jotter pen in here that's like a roller ball. And then I've got one of my favorite gel pens I've ever found in my entire life. So the fountain pen is the same one you saw featured in the short film, and it's a black forest, fine nib, metal, gripped fountain pen. It was like maybe 20 bucks at the time when I bought it. It's really cool. It's not like the most crazy, fancy fountain pen, but it's something that I would carry around with me in a go bag if I wanted to constantly be writing with a fountain pen, and that's something that I love doing. So this being able to be on the go so much, and it's metal and it's rugged and I can fill it with any kind of ink that I want, it's really amazing. And I love this thing to death. I've had it for a couple years now and I use it all of the time. I'll also leave links to all of the items in this video down in the description if you want to buy any of them for yourself. Don't worry, I got your back. Now this pencil is something that's really cool. I don't remember what it's called, but it's like the endless pencil or something like that, the infinite pencil. It doesn't click, you don't sharpen it or anything really. I mean, you can sharpen it if you want, but it's got this tip that's made of the pencil graphite material. It's super thick and it's got a metal body. It's all one piece, nothing moves on it. And it's really nice to use. It stays sharp, it does its job, and it's a nice pencil to have just in case I want to doodle or I want to take something that's not permanent. Or what I really like to do with it is highlight things that I'm writing in a notebook, or kind of coloring in different things on my notebook to give the aesthetic of my notes a little bit of contrast. Now the Parker Jotter is a known and beloved pen. I originally got this with like black ink, and then I also got like gel ink inserts for this at one point before I found the other pen that I'm going to talk about next. But now I just have a normal rollerball ink cartridge in here that writes in blue, so that I can have something of different color than just like black and gray in my notebook, specifically for highlighting things as well. But also when I've got a habit tracker like I do in this notebook, I can kind of fill in the boxes, it sticks out and it doesn't become a whole like black blobby mess. But this is a really good pen. I love this thing to death. It's not super expensive either, and it's really nice in the hand, and it really makes the joy in the art of writing a very enjoyable experience. Now last but not least are these like Japanese style gel pens that I found reading through some Reddit forums on journaling and note-taking and stationery in general. People love these to death, and you can get them on Amazon, so go to the link down in the description. But these are the best, absolutely the best gel pens I have used in my entire life. Now I'm someone who does like a nice feel to a writing utensil, hence why I like writing utensils like the fountain pen and the Parker, and even the pencil a little bit, not so much. But this is a really comfortable and really smooth writing pen, and it comes in a pack of what, I think 12 in here, so you get 12 of these bad boys. You can stick them wherever you want. It's a gel pen, it's got a huge ink reservoir, so this thing lasts forever, and it just writes super smooth. And the size of this thing is one thing that I really absolutely love about it. So it's a 0.5 millimeter. Now that's kind of a really fine point gel pen, and a lot of problems that I run into with the typical gel pen is the fact that they lay down too much ink, and sometimes notebooks like field notes may bleed through or ghost a little bit. But with this, it does not do that. Like everything that I have written right here was written with this gel pen, and I love it to death. There's no ghosting really, there's no overuse of ink, and the thing lasts forever. And for my handwriting, it just works so damn well, and I love these things to death. Hence why these are kind of my current 4 writing utensils that I keep in my nice new little like leather pouch, because if I need to take some stuff on the go, I have everything that I could possibly need. If I'm feeling fancy, I can use my fountain pen. If just my normal note-taking, everyday everything, I got the gel pen. Filling in, sketching, highlighting, I got the pencil. And for a change of color, I've got the roller ball Parker jotter pen. And they all fit super nice into my fancy new leather pouch that I still have to break in. They're all protected, they're ready to go. And all I gotta do is take my main notebook, my field notes book, and this, and I'm good to go wherever I wanna go. Or if I'm traveling light, I don't even take the main big book, I just take these two, and I'm ready to take notes, write down ideas, work things out wherever I'm going. And it's super portable, really nice, and it's, stationery is just an obsession of mine. So that's pretty much my rant for the day. I just got really inspired when I made that like short 2-minute short film on writing. I was able to get some really beautiful shots, and I was able to enjoy and love the vintage edition of that Field Notes notebook, which was the whole reason why I'm making this video and why I made the short film in the first place, just to showcase my love and my obsession for notebooks and pens and writing and all of that fun stuff. So again, if you want to buy any of these items for yourself, they're all really awesome. I can't not recommend them enough. Links are all in the description. Affiliate links help out the channel and everything. So definitely go do that. Get all these cool items for yourself so you can start taking some really awesome notes. Share down in the comments what your favorite pen and notebook is if you're also obsessed with this stuff like me. And I will see you guys in the next video. Stay creative, my friends. I really want to find a purpose for this one. This is one of the coolest notebooks that I own, but nothing's been good enough yet. Maybe one day.